approach us, and whenever they are interested in migrating to Canada or coming to Canada for work, they would ask, can I apply for a work permit? Well, you can apply for a work permit, but this is the second step in the process. You cannot submit a work permit application without going through the first step. So instead of asking someone, can I apply for work permit? The first step needs to be taken care of, which is an employer, a Canadian employer would offer you a job, right? And it's not that someone would offer you a job out of blue moon. They will have a requirement. They need someone to fill that job. And for that, they would advertise. So your best bet should be to approach a Canadian employer directly for a job that you wish to work in, and that job is available. It's a genuine job. A Canadian employer wants to hire you or anyone else who's applying, and you need to be able to submit your CV to them, a job application to them. So where do you get that information? The employers, they all advertise online these days. Your best bet is the Job Bank Canada website, right? Just Google Job Bank Canada and you would be able to find that employer. That is one. Secondly, you can also register at various job sites. LinkedIn is the one that I recommend most, because that's where most of the employers would be advertising these days. So LinkedIn profile is very important. You can create your profile if you have not already done so, and create an alert for the kind of job that you are interested in applying, and then LinkedIn can deliver the automated job postings in your inbox. Same goes with Job Bank. They have this profile creation tool available. You can use it. You can use the examples of CVs. So a lot of resources available there. And then there are other websites as well. Indeed.com. We have monster.ca. So these are the websites. But one important thing that you need to make sure that you don't do is to pay anyone any money towards a job. It's against Canadian law. It is unlawful to pay or receive money toward a job arrangement. So if you approach an employer and they turn out to be someone who was basically pretending to be an employer, and their response is, okay, we are going to be able to facilitate this job for you, but pay us this X amount of money, that's the red flag. Don't do that. That is not allowed, and they are not allowed to charge you any money, and you're not allowed to pay for your job, right? So it's against the law. So if there is a genuine employer and the job is genuine and they are interested in you, the employer then will submit an application to the Labor Department in Canada. So that is the step the employer has to take. We call it the Labor Market Impact Assessment application, where the employer's job is to convince the Labor Department that they did their best to find a suitable employee in Canada, and they've done their best, but they were unable to find so this person should be allowed to join them. That is the step that the employer takes, right? And if you're seeking assistance of someone, obviously I indicated that you are not supposed to pay them any money. They're not supposed to charge you any money. And the only people who could assist you are the licensed recruiter based in Canada. And licensed recruiters basically work for the employer, and they facilitate them in finding a suitable employee, and they charge money from the employer, not you. So it's very, very important for you to understand that even if you're involving a third party, even if you're not applying for jobs directly, if someone is facilitating, they are not supposed to charge you any money, and you're not supposed to pay them. So that is the step before you submit a work permit. Work permit is the authorization allowing you to work in Canada. It comes only after you have received the job offer from an employer, and that employer has received a positive LMIA, the Labor Market Assessment. So this is very important. And then once you have that LMIA approved job offer, you then submit it along with your work permit application to the visa post in your home country or country of jurisdiction. So that work permit application is your application. The LMIA application was your employer's application, right? So both of these need to be together, one after the other. And your immigration consultant that you involve, a licensed immigration consultant, their job is to represent your work permit application. So involve them at that point in time. So your immigration consultant cannot be your recruiter. It's not allowed. They are not authorized to arrange jobs for you. Only the licensed recruiter can facilitate and don't charge you any money. Or as I said earlier, the first thing or the best thing that you could do is perhaps to apply for jobs on your own. So it is very important. So stop asking around for jobs from people or agents in your local market that please arrange me a job and then arrange me a work permit. And this is not how it works, right? So that is important. And that is why whenever someone approaches me, I tell them that, we are not authorized to arrange jobs for you. If you do have a job offer, we can assist you in work permit application. But we can't arrange a work permit application or file a work permit application directly. That is what it is.